can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's suffocating. I can't breathe. 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 Hello, and welcome back to Hydrangea. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask me. It would mean the world to me. I'm sorry. I would be happy, I was going to say, but it would mean the world to me if you considered liking and subscribing. I am so close to my goal. As y'all know, I said in the beginning, like a long time ago, my goal is to get to 2,500 this year. And I'm at 2,487. So I'm so close. So just really consider liking and subscribing. I have a variety of things I play. I play games from Xbox. I play games on PC. I'm in the process of getting a PC. So, saving up money to get a PC. So, every time you guys like and subscribe, you always help. Every little bit counts. And with all that being said, let's get started. Ember, you came. I stood before you, my heart heavy with remorse. Hi, I'm sorry. My words falter. Guilt gnawed at my inside. So remember in the last episode, you had I don't want to say it was a panic attack, but something similar to a panic attack, like an attack from his illness more than anything, not a panic attack, because he thought that we were trying to break up again, and we were not trying to break up at all. I felt terrible, guilty. You shook his head and reached out to grasp my hands.
No.
Let's not talk about it. It's better that we don't talk about yesterday. Nodding in agreement, I struggled to meet Yu's gaze, the weight of my own inadequacies bearing down on me like a heavy object on my shoulders. Right. You're right. So she's in that mindset where it feels like she can't excuse me. She feels like she can't talk about certain subjects with you, and it hurts my spirit to see this because I was like this in a lot of relationships. I felt like, let me get the words right. I felt as if no matter what I say to a person that I was dating at the time, that it didn't matter. So I might as well just follow their every move, their every command, and, just yes, sir them the whole entire time. And I was also in a weird space because I was trying to figure out whether I was bi, do I like men? I was having so much trouble with dating guys that I was just like, oh man, do I like men and all that stuff. And every time I would talk about that, he would freak out. And be like, so you don't want to be with me, you want to be with a girl. And I'm like, no, it's not that I don't want to be with you. I just don't know what I actually like. Do I like women more than I like men? Do I like men more than I like women? Do I like both equally? Type of thing. And it just was falling on deaf ears. I swear it was. All I do is hurt him. I shouldn't talk at all. So see, she's in that, I hate that. I got you something. Please take it. In an attempt to bridge the gap, you diverted the conversation with a small gesture of kindness. He reached over the nightstand next to the bed and showed me a hairpin. Take it with you. Me? But it's yours, isn't it? And isn't it a gift from one of your clubmates too? It's a thank you for always coming to see me. Plus, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. Aw, that's so sweet. It's just a little hint of worry in this sweet moment. There's a hint of worry in the back of my head, so it's just hard for me to feel so aw, you is so adorable, because he is adorable. He's nice, he's sweet, but it's just something wrong with this situation right now. But you take it. With a hesitant nod, I accept the offering, my fingers trembling as I reach out to take the hairpin you offered. Oh, and this too. Delving beneath his bed sheets, you retrieved some lined paper and handed it to me. What's this? I did some fortune telling this morning, and the flowers told me some really important things. They told me that I should write down my feelings and let you read them. Underlying text is uh-oh. It's a gift. Please read it after you leave. Okay. Okay, so it opened up. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna try to switch the display screen. Okay. Don't worry about most of the stuff that's down there. Okay. If you guys can see it says, I hope this letter makes sense because honestly, my mind is in a weird space and I need to get it out. I can't shake the feeling that everything is slipping away. Oh, you. Like the ground beneath my feet is turning into quicksand. That is so... It's because he's sick. Oh, man. You're a huge part of my sanity, and it feels like I'm on the brink of losing it. I can understand that feeling. The idea of having you around freaks me out. It's getting harder to distinguish between what's real and what's in my head. Your absence messes with my head, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm unraveling. You're the one thing that's been keeping me grounded, and the thought of losing the grip terrifies me. Maybe you can make sense of this because right now, I'm not sure I can. Oh, you. Let me put the screen back so you guys can see the game. That's so sweet and scary and sad. I get it. I hope it doesn't like mess up because I read it now. I'm gonna be mad. Can't I read it now?
No.
It's embarrassing. You can't. I'm reading it.
Jeez.
No. Cute. Look. He's so cute. He is. He's freaking adorable. I love you. I love you, how he looks. I love you guys too, okay? But we're talking about a relationship thing, and we're family. We're not a relationship. We're just family. I'm like your big cousin or your auntie or your sister, your big sister. I say big because I don't know if you guys are older than me, the same age as me and stuff. Like you can look at the analytics and it tells you like you guys are in between 35 and 45 and 25 to 50 and still. So I don't know which part is watching this at this time, but I'm like your big sister, your auntie, your little sister if you're older than me. You was overreacting after all. You isn't that kind of person. He's too innocent and cute. Now hold on now, because Yua said that he was manipulating us. And it still feels that way in a sense where he's letting us know that he's like, it almost sounds borderline obsession more than love. Like, I can't live without you. If you stop to exist, I will cease to exist as well. Like, if you stop existing, I will cease to exist, excuse me, type of thing. And she's not far off from that. That's a little bit of like, if I can't have you, no one can. So I'm going to manipulate you to stay with me because I feel like if you're not with me, I go crazy type of thing. And it's okay. After what I did to him, I got what I deserved. Okay, I'll read it when I get home. I already read it. Promise. I squeezed Yu's hands and smiled. Promise. Letter added. Okay, so I'm assuming that there is a thing we can go to and read it. If not, I'm sure that we can hit history. Let me go into history and can I scroll? Hello? Okay. I'm sure I can like, no. Okay. I just thought if I could go to that, I could read it. Yu giggled quietly, his gaze dropping shyly to the floor, a soft smile playing at the corners of his lips. This is so sweet and sad and worrying at the same time. A few seconds of comfortable silence went by. I'll be fine staying here with you for a long time, just enjoying his company. I'm happy Yu doesn't want to talk about yesterday. It's better this way. Perhaps some things are better left unspoken. Then he let out another giggle.
You know, I don't need anyone else but you.
Yu moved his hands from mine, instead placing it on my cheek. I recoiled instinctively, but immediately apologized and moved to accept the touch.
The more I think about it, the more I understand.
Let me move this thing over so I can see if um his voice is loud enough, because I feel like his voice was a little low in the last one. Not in the last one, but the last one when he was freaking out.
You and I are meant to be. We're fated soulmates.
I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Another giggle escapes his lips, and Yu tilted his head, stroking my cheek up and down.
That's why I can't stop thinking about you.
Uh-oh. You're everything I think about.
I want to spend every waking moment next to you.
She was right. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting scary. See, it went from lovey-dovey to scary. I told you there was like an underlining worriness in my chest that I kept feeling. Even with the sweet, excuse me, even with the sweet stuff, I just felt like something was wrong. Here it goes. His other hand reached to touch my shoulder.
I dream of you. Every night, I see your face, and it's the only thing that makes my dreams worth having.
His hand, cold as ice, reached out to touch my shoulder, sending a shiver down my spine. You. His hands are freezing, colder than they should be. As I thought, yesterday was terrible on his health. The symptoms are returning.
I can't bear to be away from you for even a moment. It feels like an eternity.
Every article and piece I read on this disease said the same thing. I must reciprocate his feelings. Oh no, that's the only way for him to get better. Oh no. Okay. So it's like a lovesick disease. If you're not with the person that you love, you can die. Oh, I can't do that. I can't. Oh no, because what if I get sick? Or you don't have to get sick. It's not like, what if I don't know, get hit in a car crash and die or something like that? Then this person dies with me. And then 2 people lost their lives. I can't deal with that. Like, not that thought. The thought of someone hurting because I'm hurt makes me uneasy, like, altogether. I feel the same way, but that's a bit too. Oh no. I'm going to play back through this again. When this is over, I started, my voice faltering as I struggled to mirror you. I want to go on dates with you and spend every second we have together. I tried my hardest to imitate his words of love. Oh no. More intense. I have to feel the same way. I need to. I don't care about anyone else either. It's only you that I want to be around. This is not how I personally feel, okay? I'm letting y'all know, like, I'm getting all the endings. So, like, if this was something like, if this game was like The Walking Dead, right? Where you have to play through the whole thing or play through at least a big majority of the game to get a certain ending, I would probably do that on my personal time. But this one I can actually record because I can skip through everything that I've already seen, or that you guys have already seen as well, and get to where I need to get. And I am going to get other endings, but this is not how I feel personally. I would have been like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to find another way and suffer the consequences. I wouldn't have never came to the hospital if I knew I was the reason he was sick in the first place. But that's not because I want him to die, but just simply because my heart can't handle the fact that the fate of his life lies on my hands. That's not true. I miss going to class. I miss hanging with you after school. I'll come over every single day until we can live together. I haven't slept. The thought of food makes me nauseous. Day and night, I think about him. How unwell you is. How it's my fault. See, and this weighing on her too. See, this would be me. Like, I would try to, but it just wouldn't feel right. This shouldn't feel right to you. When I'm not thinking about that or visiting him, I'm reading about his diagnosis. I need you to get better. Ember, I love you, you. I have to love you the same way. Otherwise, he could die. In this hospital alone, struggling to breathe, coughing up his lungs with no cure in sight. It haunts me, that image. I can't live with that. Aw, man. Is this the ending? I observed as you took his hands away from me to adjust the arrangements of the hydrangea bouquet, fingers tracing the delicate petals. I love your present, too. Sadly, it was getting late, and it started to rain, too. I had to go, lest the nurse came to kick me out again. Visiting hours are almost over. There was a fleeting moment of hesitation before you nodded, accepting the reality of the situation. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll come tomorrow, right? And every day, until I get all better? Of course. Oh. If you don't come, I'll be... Cough, cough, cough. No, don't get sicker, please. I'll come. I'll absolutely come, okay? Don't be sad. Now, this is where I'm on Yua's side. He is manipulating her. Poor Ember. He's manipulating Ember. You only has me.
Okay.
I believe you. Yu leans his head on my shoulders. A content sigh escapes his lips. Then he looked up at me, his eyes glittering.
Try not to mess up this time, sweetie.
Your expectations were a heavy, suffocating blanket. I won't. Oh, you make me worry. Visiting hours are over. Hey, Ember, did you hear me? Huh? Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm so worried about Ember. This will drive somebody to do something bad to themselves, and that I don't like situations like that. I exit the hospital alongside other visitors and staff. The afternoon sky stretched overhead, the fading remnant of the day's sunlight casting a golden glow. A sudden sharp realization gripped me, freezing me in my tracks. I stood there, the bustling noise of the surrounding morphing into a distant hum. I fumbled through my pockets, rifling through the contents of my bag. Oh no, what's happened? Are you having like a panic attack or something? I looked everywhere, but it was not here. No. I forgot to take Yua's letter with me. Huh? I didn't take it? The letter he specifically wrote for me while sick. He took the time to write it for me. A sense of dread clawed at my chest. You will be mad. You will be upset at me. I can't breathe. You will cry and sob and say it's my fault because it is my fault. It's my fault he's sick. What do? I can't go back to his room. Oh no. Even if I did, he could get mad because I forgot it. And that means I don't care for him enough. Everything was all right when I left, but tomorrow it'll be awful again. And she passed out. The surroundings blurred. I couldn't hear anything other than my heartbeat quickening with each spiraling thought. Everything that seemed alright moments ago now felt like a prelude. Oh my goodness, that scared me. That was so loud. To an impending disaster. Tears welled up in my eyes, blurring my vision. A torrent of racing thoughts surged through my mind. I deserve it for messing up again. Why I can't do anything right. I'm so useless. Every inhale felt inadequate. There's no air. We're outside, but there's no more air for me. I can't breathe. The weight on my chest intensified with a vice, like a pressure that made it impossible to draw a full breath. Whew, I had to take a second. It's like she's describing a panic attack, and that's how I feel. When I say, you guys, I'm having a panic attack, I needed a deep breath for a second. When I say I'm having a panic attack, just talking about it makes me feel panicky, but this is what it feels like to me. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like no matter how deep of a breath I try to take, it's like something's like, nope, you can't take it. No, you can't have it. It's like someone's like teasing air in front of me. Like I can feel the air going in my mouth when I take a deep breath in my mouth or through my nose. But it's like, it's not getting down. And I don't like that feeling. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's suffocating. I can't breathe. 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 I'm not going to read all those. Ember. Is this Yua? Okay, Yua found us. Ember, what's wrong? What did you do? Yua emerged into focus, but I can't breathe. Leave me alone. I can't hear them. Deep breaths. You're having... I don't need you. I snapped. I can't breathe. I have to take seconds in this. Whew. My phone scared me. I had to take seconds in this because this is a little overwhelming, a little bit. It's just because I'm getting deep into the story. I'm immersing myself in the story, okay? It's not like, oh, I can't read this because it bothers me. It's just because I'm immersing myself in the story. If I wasn't thinking like Ember is me, it would not be as bad. It would not, but I'm trying to put myself in Ember's shoes kind of thing, if that makes sense. It's only you and I. Nobody else can help him. Ember, wait. Okay. Please go get a nurse. I'm terrified of seeing you tomorrow, but I have to. Oh, so it went back to us being in the classroom. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. One day, in my fading light in the afternoon, Yua, you, and I decided to spend some time goofing off after school. After school. We were eating some snacks Yua had brought from the vending machine. It was rare the three of us could be together that late in the day. Yu was plenty busy with the club activities most of the week. Yua mentioned something about him wanting to spend more time with me, but at that time, I thought they were kidding. Why ducks, though?
Stop it.
Can't we not? Yua's cheeks flushed with embarrassment. They shot a pleading glance at Yu, who laughed timidly. Listen, there's nothing wrong with liking ducks. While Yua and I created a friendship where I could tease them and be jabbed back with no hard feelings, Yu was still slowly coming out of his shell. I know why. He had something of a need to be accepted into any group, I noticed. I want to know. Always wanting a sense of belonging. It started as a joke. Our dad gave Yua a plastic duck as a gag. And it just snowballed from there. You, hush. We can't use the bathtub anymore. It's plastic ducks all over. All over? Floating around, going quack, 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 quack. Ugh. The scene played in my mind. and unexpected you just wanting to relax with the bath, only to find that a comical amount of plastic ducks had taken over their bathroom. Don't laugh at me. I managed to grasp between fits of laughter, motioning at Yua. Why do you have so many ducks, buddy?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my water notification going off. It's a hobby. Everyone has one. You has his piano, and you have annoying the heck out of me. Uh-oh. Oops. In my amusement, I laughed so hard that I accidentally dropped my food. In a futile attempt to salvage the situation, I reached out, but instead of preventing a mess, my actions directed the trajectory straight into you, creating a chaos of saucy stains on his uniform.
Huh?
Oh, we're sorry, you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You said it was all right, but the sauce-stained clothes told a different story.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll go in the bathroom and clean up. I really didn't mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to throw food on you. It wasn't as bad as it is now, but I've always been sensitive to guilt, for lack of better words. I felt tremendously guilty for ruining Yu's uniform that day.
Okay.
It's alright. Oh, so she doesn't like upsetting people. People pleaser. It's okay. After Yu rushed off to clean himself, Yua helped me collect the remains of the food that had fallen to the floor. As we bent down to tidy the mess, a subtle yet melancholic smile graced Yua's features, catching me off guard.
Yeah.
Yu is like this now, but before, he protected me. Sorry, what? I was the one who needed help. Yua's sudden expression of vulnerability caught me off guard. So much so that I questioned if I was hearing things. What do you mean? Yua remained silent, her gaze fixed on the floor. It felt as if I repeated my question, I would hurt them. If I hurt others, then I feel horrible. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to hurt anyone. The last thing I wanted was to inflict pain upon Yua, or anyone else for that matter. Excuse me. I'm back. You returned not long after, breaking the heavy silence that had settled over us. So, more or less not a people pleaser, but just doesn't like the feeling of guilt. That's okay. Again, I'm the same way. My small mistakes weigh heavy on me. So like if you guys were like, oh silly boy, well they used to, not anymore. That's why I don't apologize for messing up or sneezing or anything like that, because like I'm trying to immerse myself, but then I snatch myself out of the story sometimes when my sinus are acting up, or if I have a cold and I'm trying to record and stuff, and I'll sneeze or something or cough or have to hesitate, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'd be like, you know what, I'm not going to. At best, if it's that bad of a cough or something, I'll just cut it out. Yeah, that's fine. So I understand how she kind of feels. Did you use water and soap? Yura returned to their usual calm persona the moment their twin entered the room. Of course I did. Yua and you are changing, slowly but noticeably. We all change. We're young and still building our identities. I understand that. But until what point do the changes signify something good or... Amber! Are you still listening to me? I am. He changed. Yua keeps changing every single day here.
I see.
Okay, so I thought he was going to finish reading. I looked down at my phone for a second, and I looked back up. I was like, oh, he's not going to read. Okay. I matter that little to you. You'd rather think about other people rather than hang out with me. Words that cut deep into my soul. See, I can't do this. I can't. As a matter of fact, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. It's not like I'm stopping it because I don't want to do this. It's more of leaving y'all on the cliff type of thing. I'm being silly. If you enjoyed the story so far, don't forget to like, comment something, and subscribe. Comment Amber. I mixed Amber and Comet together. Comet Amber's name. So I know you made it this far. And I will see each and every one of you in the next episode. This story is getting good. We're getting a backstory on how you used to be. We're getting closer to our friend. Kind of. We're kind of getting closer to you. We're seeing what kind of person you is turning into, and I'm not liking it at all. I don't like people to try to manipulate me. You be straightforward with me, you be my friend, and we would be like 10 times better off. And just the fact that I know that he's manipulating me makes me not want to be around him at all. But we know what'll happen if we're not around him. But I'm gonna get every ending in here. I know you have to unlock a bunch of endings to get the true ending, unless I'm mixing it up with a different game. But if that's the case, I'm going to play through this as much as I can. Happy weekend. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys Monday, okay? With a new visual novel. Get excited. Someone asked me to play this, so I'm going to play it. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Don't let people manipulate you. And if they do, tell them that Voyia got your back and she don't like people who manipulate people. Peace and love. Bye.